Did we find it, Sam?
I don't know.
Oh, look at this. We got Sam and we are back. So excited because we are we going to do it today, Sam?
I think we're going to do it. Absolutely. We got the professionals.
We got Tammy and Dennis Waters up there. And who are they? Like, give us a quick rundown.
Oh, they are a husband and wife sonar team. They are super wonderful people. They're really successful. They know what they're doing. They know their craft. It's their boat. And that's their thing together as a couple, as they go around, you know, trying to help find lost loved ones and locate missing vehicles, helicopters, and
helicopters. That's what I'm excited about today. Is the missing
helicopter. Is it a helicopter or a helicopter?
It's a helicopter. That's what it is to me. All right.
This thing is freaking amazing. It's like a torpedo. Wow.
A towfish is what they call it.
A towfish.
And you know what Dennis also said? Dennis says that we need to get you a winch because after 1 or 2 times of pulling it up by yourself, which means we may have to get a bigger boat because you see how much room this is starting to take up.
Wow.
Let's go learn how to use
get on the water. We're gonna get
on the water and you learn how to use underwater deep water scanning. And the real team in Team Waters is gonna be Tammy Waters.
Hi.
Without Tammy, Dennis would be probably home sleeping or something in bed.
Yeah, he would be there till another 3 hours.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So we appreciate you coming out. We initially met you with the Nathan Ashby over in Warrenton, Missouri.
Yep.
We really respect everything you've been doing because the two of you have over 100 now.
102.
102 recoveries that you've helped on locate people, not just vehicles, but we're talking people.
That's people, yeah.
So amazing. We're going to talk more about their organization later on today. We'll also have a donation link to you guys as well because I mean you guys are nonprofit.
Right.
And so with that, you know, it's because the donors and the sponsors, this is how we all stay afloat and stay alive.
Exactly, yep.
Yeah, this is luxury, Sam. We never have a warm quarters for us.
I know we got a cabin.
Dennis, today is about education. Not just education for us, but education for the viewers as this entire episode is really dedicated to teaching them the in-depth. So, you know, if there's one YouTube video out there in internet land that would teach people about sonar, can we focus on making today's that video?
Sure we can.
So how many feet of line do you have on here?
300 feet. It's gonna have some setback to it.
Okay, and so what you're referring to is setback?
It works off of GPS, and the setback I had to calculate or guesstimate, but it'll all come real clear here in just a second.
Okay.
Computer in.
While he's playing with that, Tammy, how about a little bit of a background and history on Team Waters? How it kind of got started and your background before this?
Well, we both lived in the same city. We knew each other forever. Of course, then we met up again years later and got married. And then we started fishing crappie tournaments and was sponsored by Johnson Outdoors, Minn Kota Trolling Motors. And when they come up with the side imaging sonar, we had to put it on our boat. We didn't really believe that you could get this kind of pictures off of a sonar. So we took it down to our local river where we knew there was a school teacher that was missing in her car. Several people had been there looking. A couple of people had even charged them to look for her. So they had a tournament down there, a catfish tournament down there, and so they used our motorhome as a weigh-in center. So while we were waiting for them, we took the boat out with that new sonar on it just to see what it did. And we found a car, which nobody believed because we were just fishermen. But after about 3 months of looking, showing people, they finally was able to pull her car out of the water. She'd been in there 3 years and 3 months.
Oh, wow.
And after that, people started calling and we never learned to say no.
Okay, so right here, so right here we're at 56 feet to kind of have everybody understand what it is we're looking here. So we're looking at 58 feet deep here, and so if you look at the black from the middle line here to the bottom, that's the water column that takes us down 58 feet. 61 feet now, so you can see how it's getting deeper. So this is going to start getting deeper. So tell me about your search that you got up here over here, Dennis. You have a red line, you have a green line. What are we looking at?
The red line is the left eye of the transducer. The green line is the right eye, and this is how far out of coverage I'm making on this pass. We're overlapping the green. And this is going to be new ground here.
Okay, so red is new ground.
Well, no, well, red and green is can be new ground,
keep going the way I'm going.
Yeah, we just want to make sure that we're overlapping on the green when we go back up.
Okay, and roughly 50% overlap, 20%. How?
About 50% would be great.
Okay,
and we're about 75 right now, but that's all right. It's too late to correct this.
We've never actually received a reward to date. We have received, you know, some donations from families. Where are you guys at on the reward front?
We don't ask for the reward. If they want to give it to us, fine, but we've never received one. And really, most of the rewards are wrote in such a way that
they really don't exist in the end.
Exactly.
So, I think that's
the night that you find the person and before it's recovered the next day, all of a sudden that reward's been pulled.
Right.
That happened to us.
So what we're doing right now is we're making a turn, and we're making sure that we don't run the towfish cable over with the motor back there.
We don't normally make left turns with it that far back. All right, it's swinging down now, so go ahead and put it back in gear.
And are the fins designed?
Yeah, I think so.
And the fins on the back of the towfish are designed in such a way that it helps drive the unit downward.
It actually, no, they don't drive it downward. They keep it in a straight line.
Okay.
And without those fins, that towfish will actually turn and pull sideways, and you lose your vision.
Okay.
Honestly, with the current that runs through this lake, I don't think the helicopter would have went straight down. I think it would have went down and being pulled towards the dam. I don't know. So, but as light as it is, the current certainly could have moved it.
Sam, what's that?
Waiting for the expert to tell me.
I know. I'm holding my breath right now. Like, that's a different shape.
Yeah.
Well, the clue is look along here. That's the top of a ridge, and that's probably tree stumps where they cut off and left down there. That's a ridge going down.
It looks like a helicopter to me. See the blades? It's going walk, 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 walk.
I see the blades, but I don't know if I'm seeing the blades because I want to see the blades or.
That's what I've been told. I've been told that you always see what
you see what you want to see. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see what we saw.
Yeah, we went over that point 3 times now.
All right.
So we just got a text from Dennis just a moment ago saying, come to the room, we need to talk.
No, it was more like a, come to the room, we need to talk. So then we go in the room.
Yeah, so we go in the room. He's like, hey, and he kind of gives us a look. I think I got something you need to look at. And we started looking, and then we're like, we need to grab the camera.
Well, if you look, this is what we're looking for, okay? And you see the runners come out in front of the cabin a little bit, and you also have the high point here where the blade where the blades were. And this is supposed to measure 29 feet nose to tail is what you told me yesterday, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So now if we come back to our target and we zoom in on it, it looks like nothing to me, a couple of logs until you zoom in. And then if you look real close here, it looks like you have a runner, the center, and a runner, and the high point, right, the shadow right here would be the tower where the propellers are, the shadow from it.
Dang.
And then if we measure, we're roughly 18 or 20 feet here, and then we come over here and pick up what we think is the back half of the tail, 11 feet.
18 and 11 is 29 feet.
Yeah, that's I got the same math.
You did the math on that
We
one?
all went to school at the same place. We all come up with 29.
Oh.
So
It's not a guarantee.
instead of picking up our grid, I think that we should go out there. I've got the coordinates of this. There's going to be a setback, okay? So what I did is I played the recording back, and I know I was heading west when we hit this. So I'll type the coordinates in, we'll set up and head west, and when I get to the coordinates, this should be on the screen. There she goes, maybe.
Passing it. That's all of it. That's it. That's the same picture.
not it.
That's the two pieces, isn't it?
No. That's a tree.
Yeah, it looks like a tree to me from this angle.
Oh well, just how it goes, man.
All right, let's get out here and finish that grid down. That's a tree.
So what's your thoughts on this one, Dennis? We're 2 days into it. Smooth bottom, grid patterns, doing everything right.
Either somebody already moved this helicopter or the current did.
And there's a rumor also that the helicopter has been taken out of here.
Oh man, that's a rather believable rumor at this point.
But I can't find anything online about it. Yeah, no news articles or no nothing.
Yeah.
We've tried getting a hold of the
Pilot.
I mean, the pilot would know for sure.
Yeah.
But he's never returned my phone call. So if anybody can find anything on this helicopter being taken out, this is the helicopter from 2002 in Lake Cumberland, not the helicopter in Lake Cumberland years later that Dennis was called on. You were called on both of these helicopters back in the day, weren't you, Dennis?
No, just this one.
Okay. But you had heard about the second one.
The second one, I knew about it, but I wasn't asked to come and find it.
So where's that leave us now, Sam?
I don't know. We had 2 good days of searching, man.
Which means we have 3 days in total.
Yep. So yeah.
From the other video that we did.
Yeah.
So the black lines are from yesterday. New red lines are from today. And that is
Pretty good search.
6.5 hours being on the water.
Each day.
Each day, yep. Well, if visibility, only if visibility is 5 or 6 feet. If not, I'm never gonna find it.
Thank you guys, that's pretty good. Appreciate you. All right, so right now we're gonna go connect a line to the helicopter.
Yes.
That way we have a tag line
With the
to be able
buoy.
to drop with the buoy
Up above.
and then we can start dropping down on it and connecting.
Yep. Well, and I'm gonna connect right away too. I'm gonna take a strap and a chain,
Okay.
and just know exactly I'm gonna have this thing hooked, and then everybody else can come down and enjoy the view after that.
Sounds great.
All right, I'll take the line. Thank you very much. Sam, I'll see you down below. All right, don't pull that off the bottom, buddy. Halfway there already. Alrighty, we're at 58, 60. There's the cage. Alright, so 4 feet. Tackle box. We're about 10 feet off right now, and I have the line. Find it. Go in a circle. And that's a tree. That's not a helicopter, that's a tree. No. Alright, there's no helicopter there. Like, we have a tackle box right here.
You know, the coolest thing about that is that somebody took a tree log and made it look like the tail rotor of a helicopter, and then for some reason, right next to it
There's a box.
They left a tackle box down there.
But there could be something in this tackle box.
Yeah,
you never know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we could find like $4,000 or $5,000 in
Oh
there.
yeah. You know the rules, Jared.
We're gonna find out right now.
You know the rules here.
This is how good Tammy and Dennis are. They were not actually looking for a helicopter today. They got a call to come to Lake Cumberland.
They did.
That a tackle box had been lost somewhere 65 feet deep.
In this huge lake. How many square feet? I don't know.
Yes.
It's the moment you guys have all been waiting for.
This is not the moment they've been waiting
No, this is not the moment I was waiting for at all. Oh, look at this! We got fishing hooks!
for. Yeah, I would expect that in a fishing box.
You would?
Yeah.
Got some fishing hooks. Looks like, yeah, more hooks. Let's see what else we got here. Imagine this here opens up again. Apparently I don't know how to use a tackle box.
For somebody that lives on the water, I'm really surprised you don't know how to use it.
Oh, there we go, look at that. So that drops. This here slides out. Look at this, guys. We got worms, we got wigglers, and we got jigglers. Look at this, here we go. I bet you could catch a crappie with this. This is so crappie.
That's a good dad joke right there. But at the end of the day, we do want to say thank you for at least coming out with us. Don't forget, in the link description down, or in the description down below, is a link for Team Waters. Even though they were not successful in helping us find a helicopter today, they have been successful in helping to recover 102 bodies over the last 15 years. So please do us a favor, make sure that you donate to them if you can. Other than that, we appreciate you hanging out for another episode of
Helicopter Chasers.
Yes. We'll see you next time.
Later.
Bye-bye.